Hey there, everyone. This is Mystic Fish, and welcome to episode 11 of our Factorio Space Age playthrough, where we are designing an expandable base to expand our way up to a mega base. Last episode, we got our initial bot infrastructure set up, and so we are now going to want to start enabling the bots to do stuff. Now, one of the things that we're going to need to do, just as some like additional blueprints, I'm going to stick these back in here, is because these are where the roboports would normally be placed. One of the things that I want to do is I want to, and I'm not going to, let's see, I need a map view. I want to be able to connect Is this the right spot? That lines up with that, and it lines up with that. Okay, so this is the center. And so I believe we can do this. And we can do this. And then what we can do is the following, which is we're going to take this blueprint and I'm going to get rid of things that are not roboports and electric poles. And then I do want to snap this to grid. Whoops, that's not right. These are going to be zeros. This is going to be 2, 3, okay. And is that centered in the power poles? It is. Okay, so let's see. This is going to be diagonal roboports. And so I want, sure, diagonal. Or I guess it goes the other way. So let's do that one. We're going to call this diagonal roboports. And we're going to create blueprint. I'm going to stick this here for a second. And then we're going to get rid of the stuff that's around the edges. And or the roboports that are not the on this diagonal here. And these, and then I'm going to save. And so the idea is that, and actually what I want to do is I want to say the width is 50 and 50. Save. And so what this lets me do is it lets me connect diagonally any roboports, right? I can do this diagonally this way. It seems like this is not lined up, actually. Hold on. Yeah, this is off. Looks like it's down too far. So I think I adjust this to be 23. Okay, now it lines up. And so the idea is that I can connect roboports diagonally like this. And that way I can extend the construction area of the bots without basically without and their logistics networks still touch, right? So the benefit of this, right, we can see that the orange squares touch at the diagonals, and so that means that these roboports can talk to each other, and so you don't actually have to put roboports everywhere in order to get construction coverage everywhere. And so that's sort of an important point. We'll use this to expand our construction network. And then we need to make, okay, so we're going to stick this up here. And then we need to make a version of this that lines up vertically. So we want to go from here to here. And then we want to do the same thing. So we just need to cover two adjacent orthogonal roboports. So we're going to set this up initially. Let's get rid of these. These are going to be orthogonal roboports. And so you can be sure the vertical ones, snap to grid. Let's make it be 100, 100. X needs to be 3, Y needs to be 2, maybe 3. Is that in the center? Maybe it needs to be 4. Is that why we were off? That's why we were off. Okay. Okay, so then we'll do that. Create a blueprint, put it here. And then the only ones we need are these. And so we want to get rid of the rest of this. We don't need this one. We just need sort of like roboport to roboport here. Okay, save. Okay, good. And then we make this be 50 and 50. And then I think this, yes, so that lets us connect in sort of any direction. Okay, good. So then we'll put this also up here. Okay, so we need diagonal ones and orthogonal ones. Okay, good. All right, so that'll be good for. Let's just. I think we're gonna take this stuff out of the middle for right now, and let's undelete the trees, just for the moment. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to start setting things up so the bots can do stuff for us. So we definitely need some of those, and we definitely need some of these. And so the first thing we want are, we need to make roboports available. And we need to make these boxes available and these boxes available. Okay, good. Now we need to make our way over to the mall. Oh, hello. We got somebody up in the middle of our smelting. Okay, let's go get those guys. All right, so now we need to sort of like put our initial roboport coverage. I see we're missing repair packs as one of the things that is being complained about. Where are you? Hello? It's like, did you die? How did he die? Did I shoot it? I don't think I shot it. Oh well. Okay. That's fine. I guess we may as well start visiting some of these things, although we need to get logistics coverage up there. Are we making repair packs anywhere is a good question. Which I don't know if we are, but let's see. So we do not have. Okay, so let's try this. How many of these can we get in here? Some of them. And so what we need down, where's our, okay, we need these. We need that to be filtered to wood. So wood gets delivered there. Let's make these available. Let's just get some amount of power to that roboport, and then we'll cover a lot of the mall. Do we have power there? Okay, good. Okay, so now we're off doing stuff. Good. Okay, largely delivering. Okay, here is where we can stick our repair packs. Repair packs. Let's limit this. And then you need these. Oh, we're short on power, so we also need to provide access to these and these and boilers and okay, so we do not have, all right, we need to get, oh, I need to, I guess we can stick this here. That's fine. All right, let's see. We should be manufacturing construction bots as we go. Okay, we're recharging the roboports, so that's good. Right, that's because roboports have to like charge initially, so they put like a higher drain on the electric network as they are spinning up. So let's see if we can get any roboport coverage up here. Yes, we can get some. Do those connect up there? That doesn't quite connect up there. Let's see if we can get... do we want to do roboports here? We don't really want to do this. So instead, let's get a roboport. Let's see, what is not going to get any bigger here? That doesn't connect over. So we really need to like kind of do something over here just to connect us over to that, which is fine. We'll do that. And then we should be able to see actually, what we want to do is we need to grab this stuff and we need to flip it and put it down, and we need to grab this stuff and flip it and put it down. Good. All right, working on expanding the power grid, so that's good. All right, I think then we can start making more stuff in the mall available. Right, do I need to construct these? I don't need to construct these. So let's not worry about those yet. Instead, let's make all these materials available. Do we need those to be available? Probably not yet. Oh, I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want that to stay a regular box because I don't want to build all of the assembly machine ones. Okay, good. Phew. Okay, we need those. Maybe turrets. Boilers. I think we're not going to make stone furnaces available. Okay. Good. What else do we need? What else do we need bot-wise to make available? So we're missing landfill, which we're not making anywhere. I suppose we can make a little bit of it. Where do we want to make that? I suppose we could do it down here, since we have stone available down here. Okay, let's make a little landfill. We don't need much. We can start having bots do some of this work for us. Okay. Good. That should make the landfill available. Do we want to make combinators? Is that gonna bother? How much is this gonna bother me to have these like warnings going? I think probably not. We can go. It's not gonna bother me much. Is I guess what I mean. So we can go check that stuff later. Okay. Good stuff. What else do we have? I think. And how's power looking now? Now power's looking good. Okay. We working using both sides here? We are. Okay, one of the things that I want to do is I want to build an alternative power plant. We do want this up here because this is how we burn off excess petroleum gas. So we do need to have that in there, but I'd like to actually build some that use solid fuel or from light oil. And so this makes 1 a second. And so if we want 15 a second, I don't know, we only need, let's see, a yellow belt is 15 per second. But the current power plant, this one, this is a yellow belt 15 per second, but solid fuel, one item of solid fuel has 12 megajoules of energy in it, whereas a piece of coal has 4. So, so really, even though this power plant can consume a full belt of coal, it can really only consume a third of a belt of solid fuel. And so if we want solid fuel for that, we only need 5 per second. This makes 1, so I only need 5. Which maybe we'll just do like 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yellow belt. Okay, that should cover all of that. We do need pipes around here. And this is not something that we have to, this is not something that we will have to upgrade. Because there's not really a way to upgrade the power plant itself, and so we never really have to add more than what we have here. Let's see, let's do like this. Do you have... I don't have power in this stuff yet. Okay. Good. These are making solid fuel. Get rid of these. Input priority left. That way, if we have to burn off petroleum gas to avoid clogging, we can. But otherwise, we'll use the light oil here. This should cause us to start doing more heavy oil balancing, which I'm hoping we do. Right, because this is now dropping the light oil below 5,000, which activates these, which means that we do a little bit of the heavy oil cracking here. Although they're not all running. Is there a reason for that? That one works. So this one, maybe it's just, yeah, okay, they're just like sort of alternating here because there's only a bit of extra heavy oil. Okay, good. Good. All right, that should gradually replace our coal here and alleviate some of this. I feel like I also want to run this further north. Upper priority right. And I want to use this stuff instead of smelting fuel, which, where do we go for the smelting fuel? It's like way up here somewhere, okay? I don't think I have enough belts. And at least some bots don't know where to put stuff, so we'll have to figure out what that is. But let's get some of these. Do we want to turn the personal logistics on? Sure. Let's make sure we always have at least 500 belts. That can start building up some of our logistics bot cohort, so to speak. So just a little bit more infrastructure building here. Convert things over to sort of like bot primary work. So this needs to come up here and over. Tree removal. Up here. And where do I want to put this? I want to move this guy here. And I want to put like this, input priority left into the smelting. Okay. Good. I feel like we need to extend roboport stuff a little further north here. I guess let me just talk for a minute about upgrading the gears. So you can make gears in a foundry, but I think you end up with more productivity if you use the foundry to make iron plates and then you use assembly machines to make gears, because the assembly machines can also have productivity modules in them, and so you can kind of get double productivity there by doing that. So I think we want to do that. Let's see. Which means we can, that's as big as that is going to get. So we can do this. The black science is not going to get any bigger. What else is not going to get bigger? The engines and the electric engines are not going to, this is the correct size for the electric engines eventually. So we can go there with those. And that means we can go at the top of the electric engines as well. We could stick something here in the middle of this. And up here, perhaps. We do need to get around the side of these smelting columns. So where's our roboport thing? We can do that, and that gets these in. We may need one over here. Let's see, where is this other one? If we get this here, as long as if we can get the logistics to reach the edge. So like somewhere here would be great, except that radar is in the way. So we'll move the radar. And this will work fine right there. And maybe I need another power pole. All right, we'll see if that works over time. Good. All right, who doesn't have some place to put stuff? What are you trying to put away? Power poles. Oh, because I deleted them. Okay. In that case, let's go change this to a storage chest. You should only accept those. Now, I'm kind of curious what other stuff got brought in here. Steel and pipes. No, I'll just take those out for right now. Okay, good stuff. Do we have all this stuff built? We don't. Okay, so we need to figure out how to get roboports across the labs. Will you fit in here anywhere? Not quite. How about up here? I suppose... Sure. We can go here. And we can go... where do we want to go here? As long as we get up there, we're okay. Fine, we'll do that one. We do need to come across this side somewhere. Maybe like that. Maybe like this. And then we need maybe one more over here, just to connect these two. Okay. Better. We need roboports over here. Can we get any in our usual locations? Yes. We can get these in. Okay, so that means we'll go and do something like this. And we'll do something like this. Oh, no, I can't put it there. I can't put that there either. Because that will be in the way of these beacons. Alright, so we'll just do over to here somewhere. And then we have to go over here. like that. Okay. Somebody can't put something away. What do you have? Radars. Okay. And I don't, the main reason I have for like not just sticking generic storage chest down, which I mean I could do, but I actually want to like think about where I want extra stuff to go, because sometimes I want it to get fed into production. Like if we have leftover steel, copper plates because we picked up a belt, like I don't actually just want to keep those in storage. I don't think. I think I would rather. You can't put this away. Why? Is it not? Are the logistics not connected down here? No, you're connected. You should be able to see that. Oh, that's why. Because I need. Okay, I have to adjust this. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to say, just give me one stack. Don't make any more. Where's the radars? Radar. There it is. I'm like, what am I doing? Good. And then that means I can take this off, and then you'll be able to stick it in there. Okay. And then the last thing that I want to make are mines. For which we have to bring, I think we can do that here because we have steel. But we need to get the explosives, which are up here somewhere. Here's the explosives. All right. Okay. And we can actually have these go like this. That puts explosives here on this belt, which means we can make mines. So these are going to make mines. This is going to be our major form of defense until we get, probably until we get artillery. Let's see if we can just have the bots build a lot of this. No, that's not right. We want lots of mines. Okay. You want explosives and explosives. And you want steel and steel. All right, let's see. Okay, we're making mines. Good. Okay, good. How's pollution cloud looking? We're getting close to some of these, and in fact, we're polluting that one. So we're gonna need to go deal with those guys. Do I have all the stuff I need? I think so. Let's go like this. Oh, I guess I have to actually like shoot this stuff. Why am I not shooting? Because I didn't put any ammo in the car. That's why. There we go. Wow, this is like about the worst. Driving, wow, that was like bad. Okay. What else do we need to get right now. Maybe not anything right now. We just have to wait for the roboports to get made. Yeah, you're waiting on red circuits. Are we making all the red circuits we can be making? You're going. You're not going. Why? Oh, you don't have outputs? You have outputs. What's going on here? Item ingredients. I'm not getting copper through. That's because this should be that. Let's see if that will fix things. Well, partially. Now they don't have a place to put that stuff. Okay, let's see if we can figure out where we want them to put that stuff. Okay, so you have copper cables you need to get rid of. I'd like to put some there. Here's a place that we can get rid of copper cables. Okay. What else? Those everything that you have? No. You also have these. So we want to get one of these. We want to change that to a logistics chest. And did we fix this now? I think we didn't quite fix this. Because you're not getting any copper in. I think that's I think... it's like, is there any other way to get the copper over here? No, not with yellow belts, because that can't move and this can't move. Because we need this. I'm gonna just not worry about it because I think, you know, the copper cables are all backed up anyway. And as long as the red circuits are all working, I think we're okay. I'm gonna not worry about that, especially because we're gonna rip it up when we put electromagnetic plants in. So I'm gonna declare this to be fine-ish. Okay. What else stuff do we need to do here? Did you get that? Okay, so then we need to work our way in here. So this is going to be these less than 100. And then if we do that, then I can take this off, but I need to filter this to this. You put a red box in there. That's not what I want. I want to put you in there like that. And then I need to kick you out of there. We upgrade this guy yet? We have not. Okay, we're adding bots. That's good. I suppose the other thing that we can be doing here is really we can start managing personal logistics a little better. this guy got in. You're going to filter to those. You're going to be active as long as we have less than a stack. And then I could take this off. And it looks like I need to do this. All right, good. We need to do the same thing, as long as we have less than a stack. And we need to filter this to these guys. And then take the limit off. Okay, good. What else? I think this is copper plate that I saw. What do you have? Yeah, you don't have any place to put that. All right, where's a good place for you to put that? I suspect a good place for you to put that is up here. Set this to be copper plate. I mean, actually, I just realized because we're going to rip this out and the electromagnetic plants are bigger, we actually have a free tile worth of space here for this version of the build. And I probably could, like, I don't know, do something funky to get this through, but I don't think it's necessary. Like, I think we're producing plenty of copper cable. So I am going to not worry about it. Okay, are all of our warnings gone? Okay, we're still waiting on roboports. Which, okay, we're getting red circuits in here. No, this one. Oh, you need steel. Okay. Right. What happened to the steel? Hello? Oh, did we use up too much? We used up too much. Okay. I feel like I want to fix that. But it does mean we're going to have to work on doing a little bit of expansion, which I think means trains. Okay. I don't know why I stopped here. And I don't know why I realized I didn't want to stop here and I continue to run. So, okay. I'll hop in. Let's get up here. Okay, so I think what we can do is, I think what we actually want to do is set up not quite a balancer, but actually a like a crossbar switch here. So I think that looks like and I think this looks like input priority right, output priority left. And then I think well, there's only two things, there's only like 2 lanes coming out of this right now, so I think we don't even need these. And we can do this. And this. Is this working the way I expect it to be working? This is not working the way I expect it to be working. I think I need to do the other way. That is also not... This is also not working the way I want it to work. I mean, I really want to like something like a 2 to 3 balancer or something like that. I'm gonna have to look up how these things work. But this is not working. Oh, got too much crap in here. All right. What's the easiest thing to do here? I guess we're gonna do this. Oh, I do have some stuff coming out over there. Okay. We kind of need like a 3x3 balancer thing. All right, I'm gonna do a quick cutscene while I refresh myself on how these are supposed to work, so stay tuned. Okay, we're back. I think because we don't have full lanes of input, we're not sort of like balancing these as well as we can, but this seems to be working. I just need to get some ore onto all of these belts. And that at least seems to be working, although we are no longer at 2.5. What are we missing here? You need to put belts away. All right, well, we can fix that. Where's our belts? Okay, so we are going to have to work our way towards, which maybe, you know what? I think since we're low on resources, we're gonna pause our research here until we've got more research set up, or more resources secured. So I think that's what we'll do next time. Is we'll work on setting up some train stuff. I think that way we can bring resources in here. We can do some expansions. Here's a likely place that we can go get some. How are we pollution-wise? Pollution still looks okay. Maybe we want to get a radar over in this area next, and maybe up here. Okay, did we manage to upgrade this box? We did. You should filter to this. You should be limited. This less than 1,000. And then we can take this off. And that should give the bots some place to put that stuff. Okay, we are back. Okay, good. We're getting some iron into the steel, but we're really running low here. So kind of need a big priority here on getting this. And so I think I'm worried will it take a long time for us to back up on blue science? I think it might. Are we recycling any yet? No, we're still loading blue science into some of the labs. So that is going to take a while. I wonder if we should cut this off like here. Just for the time being. That's not what I wanted to do. Fine. right, you can put your red circuits here. But that should back up our engines. We will still need to make roboports and bots, so we do need that to go. So we can just cut off the blue science for the minute. All the other sciences are backed up, right? Yes. Because we're recycling all of the... most of the green science. Yeah, these all have green science in them. So we're already recycling green and black and red. And so we can just cut off. Okay, we can just start backing up the red circuits here. That will cut down on production and use of iron. Although we will need some of this for making trains. Okay. These are going to be problems for future Mystic Fish. So, we need lights down here by the mines. Here. And here. Do I have the lights? I do have the lights. Good. Have I produced any other intermediates? I have not. Okay, good. So I think that's okay. Oh, we need some lights over here. On our little oil stuff. And these. Okay. Nice. We have all of the... this stuff is all caught up. Good. We have all of the refineries in. Good. And what we do not have is we do not have the oil. All right, oil. Okay. We don't have the water either. This did not line up right. This needs to go here. To get the water. We also need water lining up here. And we need oil lining up here. And that should get our refineries all the way plugged in. Lots of little sort of errata here. All right, that did not succeed in getting... Oh, that's because this is disabled. Okay, fine. Yeah, we've got lots of all this stuff. But we've seen both of these cracking setups work, so that I feel is okay. It's going to be a minute before we drain any of this stuff down to the point where we turn the refineries back on, so we'll just have to check on that later. Great. Okay, so we're going to end this episode here. Next episode, we're definitely going to set up some train stuff and go get ourselves some iron in here. And so we will work on that for our sort of novice train system, although I think we'll be able to reuse it on other planets as well. So that's what we have for today. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And until then, bye.